Welcome to this week's Mayoral video, and today we are in Bridgewater again. And as you all know now, we are travelling around to all of our communities filming these videos each week, and today we've chosen Bridgewater for a couple of reasons. Firstly, we're here at the old Bridgewater railway station, which is a little bit of a community hub in itself too. There's a book share program going on here. There's the community garden here too, which I know gets a lot of interest, but there's a little bit of activity happens here at the Bridgewater railway station, and I thought this might be a good location to talk about a couple of little things happening across Loddon at the moment. Firstly, I wanted to mention that myself and Lincoln Fitzgerald, our CEO, sat down with V-Line last week and had a big discussion about V-Line services across Loddon and what timetable variations look like to make it more user-friendly on trains but also on buses. And we know through Bridgewater up the Calder there is V-Line bus services. That's the same too coming up the Pyramid Hill Road and the Loddon Valley Highway to service those towns on the way through, but it's not always very convenient for commuters who want to travel for work, for instance. We spoke about that. We spoke about train timetables too, and what other services would service Loddon people better. And we also threw a bit of a cheeky one in there about what this track behind us might look like with a future commuter rail. We all know that this track hasn't been in service since the 11 floods, but there's some conversation happening about what it might look like in the future to come back online, at least for commuter rail back up and down to Bendigo and beyond. So that's some conversations happening. I'm not going to raise any expectations, but that's some real conversations that are happening at the moment that we have the opportunity to push through from our networks here through Loddon Shire. You can probably hear the truck behind me. Many of you watching this video have probably, like me, carted many loads of grain to the old GrainCorp site here in Bridgewater. It's still usable at the moment through southern stock feed, so that's really good. But again, it's a pretty busy spot here. But the old Bridgewater railway station is still in very good repair. It's a beautiful red brick building, and it's an asset to the community of Bridgewater. And talking about works of art and beautiful features, there's a little bit of an initiative going on that many of you may have been involved with. Your story, your artwork, your say is a bit of a flood initiative. Some flood funding has gone towards this project, and I know there's already been a first initial meeting, and I was involved with that meeting with Leah Satori from Satori Consulting to get some community ideas together about what artwork people might want to see pop up around the Shire in, I suppose you wouldn't say tribute, but I say in remembrance regarding the flood impact that our communities had. So it's a bit of a shrine to represent community togetherness for one, that's how I look at it, but something to remember the flood impacts that we had and the way community come together. So community groups, all of our community planning groups have the details around this. If you're involved with your community planning group or want to have some say in these art installations, get involved with your community planning groups. They're usually fairly well listed. You can find them. We'll do our best to put up a bit of a list of those contacts for those community groups. But that's just another little initiative that we've been able to provide through some flood recovery money to formulate these works of art that might look at the sculptures, murals, anything really. We just want to get some ideas together. But nonetheless, important to remember community and what we've all been through together. Talking about community, I just want to finish this short video here today. Last week I had the privilege to attend the Loddon Shire all-staff meeting. That meeting happens every year, usually held in Serpentine, where all Loddon staff come together and there's a bit of a program, but as the mayor I get the opportunity to go and address the meeting and just really, I think, take the opportunity to thank all of the Loddon Shire staff members for the work they do. And a lot of people always say, oh, you know, the Loddon Shire, they get paid, you know, they shouldn't be thanked that much in community. Well, I actually disagree. I think they should be thanked because a lot of those Loddon Shire staff are Loddon Shire residents, and when they take off their Loddon Shire shirts, they step into community groups and they're very, very dedicated to this great community. So I just wanted to mention that a number of those Loddon Shire staff members received awards, 30-year service, you know, for one particular staff member, 15 years, 20 years, a lot of 5-year services, and that's pretty important. And these people live and work here in Loddon. So I just wanted to take this time just to mention that, because we do as much as we can advocating for community, working with community, but the staff member deliver on those projects. So we work together. It's a great partnership. Everyone's doing well across Loddon. Let's keep it up, and we look forward to coming to you again from another great place next week. Thank you very much.